St. Augustine Nursery and Primary School, Boma Street, under the St. Joseph Parish Tico, was inaugurated for use about 6 months ago. Before the construction of this modern school structure, the pupils and teachers had nowhere worth a school to study. Today, they are fully settled here, enjoying the serenity and peacefulness of this lovely campus.
Is she correct? Yeah. Now, how do we call this sign, everybody? Love. How do we call this sign? Love. Give me that institution. What do we do in the class? Yes, they will say.
I work in the whole number.
4
plus 3 7.
The comfort of the building has contributed enormously to the psychological and academic bond between the teachers and their learners. Like never before, they are grateful to the church in Boya and most especially to their benefactor, the husband of Sandy, to whom the institution of learning has been dedicated to for the humanitarian gift at this time.
St. Augustine's Nursery and Primary School, Boma Street, St. Joseph's Parish, Tico, Diocese of Boya, Cameroon, dedicated to the memory of Sandy. Sandy was an American teacher from Cincinnati, Ohio. She was married for 67 years. She sadly passed away a few years ago. The St. Augustine Nursery and Primary School, Boma Street, Tico, Diocese of Boya, is dedicated to her memory.
Prior to the construction of this new edifice, learners faced serious challenges with sitting space. Authorities of this school relied on the temporary church house, partitioned with plywood to teach the young ones. The challenges abound for the pupils and teachers.
The other classrooms, noise from one class, you hear it where you are sitting. A lot of noise were there.
We have suffered a lot inside the church for more than 3 years. We were packed in one hall, and the teachers could not do their work well because the noise was coming from, noise was being echoed from one class to the other. So it was not easy for teachers to do their work. And the children, the pupils and kids too, could not understand, in most of cases they did not understand what the teachers doing because they were constantly being disturbed by noise made by another teacher in the next class. It was difficult to separate. And you can see, by then the teacher was a class 5 teacher was sitting in class 5 and seeing a class 4 child. So it was very difficult to even control them.
The pupils were there, but with no classrooms. They had to use plywood to separate the church in order to have classes, and it was really, really difficult. When rain was falling, they have to run all to one corner in order to make sure that the rain does not affect them.
From that time, we were using the church building. The teachers would go home late because they will come in the morning on every Tuesday. They will mount those dividers. When they mount those dividers, it means normally they will close late. In the afternoon, Friday, every Friday when they are going back home, they will definitely go home late because they have to put those dividers away so that they can have mass on Sunday. Yeah, and then there were a lot of distractions as we had those dividers like that. Some of the children, they're always excited. Maybe a teacher has entuned a song in the other classroom. The other ones will just join the chorus. So you will not know which one is class 3 or class 4. So it was really that difficult. Then those folders used to fall on the children and even injure them.
These sad experiences have become tales of the past as they now use the new school campus. They attest this has gone a long way to alleviate the challenges they had. They now study like other pupils in modern day educational arena. This has greatly influenced the teaching and learning process here.
Well, I really want to really thank God for this wonderful building which He has given us. When compared to our old building, it was really, in fact, it's like day and night. This building, it is really making us to really feel good and making our teaching process really good. Because I will start with our toileting. At first, we're using the bush that way, but right now, when we feel as to ease ourselves, we just go to our nearby, like the next door, our beautiful toilet there. We just go and ease ourselves there. That makes us that we're not going to take long time in the bush to ease ourselves. So I really appreciate them on that. Come again with our board, the one we're using that way. It was really not good. Old boards falling on the children. But here we have something very beautiful that we can just stand there and really write and teach well. I think everything now, our teaching, it is really, really good. I really do appreciate.
As it is often said, learning without playing makes Jack a dull boy. This school campus has a playground to accompany the childhood education process of these kids. The pupils also appreciate the ultra-modern playground, which meets up with their needs.
I like the playground because it's fun and nice, beautiful, and I want to thank this school for it.
Besides this modern school complex is a little church house which hosted the school. With the increasing population that this community is witnessing, the worship space now leaves so much to be desired. The Christian population here pray for a day they will worship God in a modern structure like the new school. For now, worshippers in this area have to cover long distances in order to attend masses in neighboring parishes and get other spiritual experiences. These advantages they lack because they do not have a structure to accommodate a standard worship house, not to talk of a house for the resident priest. At the moment, the extension of the church premises and construction of a presbytery is ongoing simultaneously thanks to the usual enormous support from the same benefactor, Sandy's husband. The locals are also putting in their all in the contribution exercise to realize this spiritual dream. Acknowledging how important education is in the life of any human being in today's society and how hard the economy has become, the beneficiaries remain ever grateful to the source from which God has been able to bless them with these structures. The church community through their parish priest and bishop, the education family through their teachers and pupils, extend words of gratitude to the benefactor.
I feel great. I feel like there's a new breeze coming inside me. The environment is so fresh. I like the building. I like everything about the school.
I would like to thank him very much for this wonderful deed he has did for us. It was not easy for us down there when they are doing spellings, other class are doing dictation. When your teacher says spell book, you can spell geography. So it was not really easy.
We are very thankful and we don't know, we lack words. We lack words. My children lack words. Our teachers lack words, and our parents lack words to say thank you to Mr. Mommy Sandy. It was wonderful. To the husband, Mommy Sandy, it's wonderful. It's a wonderful gift. It's a wonderful gesture which I've given to us, and we just pray every day that God should continue keeping him alive, and God should finally give him a better place in His heavenly kingdom. He has served humanity. He has served children. These are our little children here. They were suffering a lot, and now they don't see him, but they feel what he has done for them. It's wonderfully good. It's a wonderful thing. They don't see. They only hear of him. They don't see him. But if they see him, they will think they will carry him and fly him all over the town here, because they see what he has done. They don't see him. They only hear what he has done. If I'm very grateful that I shall one day be very happy to see him coming here, so that the teachers, and the population should see the person who has been able to relieve us from the mess in which we are. So we are thankful. We remain thankful. Whether we shall see him or not, we are praying for him.
The Christians of the community have been very grateful to the Lord Bishop, my Lord Bishop, for what he has been doing for them, because now they can be contemplating of being on their own. being a parish out of St. Joseph, which should be a blessing to people around here, because they're going to take a long distance to go to St. Joseph. But when they have their own parish, the parish priest, where the priest is living, that is where they're going to be a rapid development for the people of God, and the work of God is going to move forward because of the presence of the priest there.
St. Augustine Nursery and Primary School, Boma Street in Tiko, is now a reference in the Diocese of Boya. It is host to several pupils with a promising future. When they eventually have their house of worship, education will definitely take a blend with sound spiritual upbringing.
We are